here we go. Hi, Granny. How are you? Are you ready for this awesome interview?
I'm ready. I'm always ready.
All right, good. So everybody, this is my grandma, and today we are going to be interviewing you about Destiny 2, because...
Destiny?
No, Destiny 2.
Destiny 2. At least that sounds familiar.
Yeah, because I know that you are a massive player of Destiny 2. You are a huge figure in the Destiny 2 community. You do a lot of stuff like that. Everybody who's in the Destiny community knows you as the one giant figurehead of all of this game. Is there anything you would like to say to start us off?
Well, I believe that this game, Destiny 2, is the pinnacle of my life, and I am really looking forward to discussing it to the fullest so that I can get my wisdom out there.
Alright, so we have this perfect atmosphere right here, and we're gonna spend some time discussing the ins and outs. You are probably the greatest, and I'm sure, I hope that you will be able to share some of your wisdom, your hard-earned wisdom with us, so that we can all excel as players. So let's start off so people can get to know you a little bit about how you play. So what is your main class that you choose? Are you going for a Titan, Hunter, Warlock?
Hunter is what I usually use because you have to be aggressive to be a hunter.
Yeah, and so aggressive, you definitely
And I am aggressive. I mean, I can be in my regular life as sweet as rhubarb pie in May. But when it comes to the game, then hunter, aggressive, combative.
Yeah, we will get back to all of that when we get into another segment.
Okay.
And so you are a hunter,
Yes.
and then I remember talking to you earlier, and you said that you like to go for the solar type subclass. That
Yes.
is correct?
Yes, that's
and
correct.
then with the gunslinger super.
Yes.
That's correct. Yeah. So let's just get right into this next section. So you fall into the type of player that is mainly PvP oriented, if I am.
That is correct.
So you don't like playing against the computer and all that boring stuff. You're very competitive, strictly competitive. You are in it to win.
I am.
Can you tell us a little bit about how that lifestyle is?
Well, if you are going to have success, you have to devote yourself to it fully. So that's what I do. I have given up pretty much the rest of my life. No more sweet apple pie in May, or rhubarb even. So morning, noon, and night, I practice, I give it my all, I study, and I rise to the top that way. So, I used to have, excuse me, I'm getting worked up.
It's your life. We can understand.
My life.
As part of the Destiny community, we can understand this is really part of our lives in a deep way.
I used to have lots of friendships, but I've had to whittle that down to practically nothing because my life has to be devoted to my passion, which is Destiny 2.
Yeah, and specifically crushing the competition.
Yes.
Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the game modes you like. You love Crucible.
Mm-hmm.
You love Trials of Osiris. You and your few friends, you go at it, you win those, get those flawless runs.
Yes.
And so what is your favorite Crucible game mode?
I would say Slinger style.
Slinger style. I'm not familiar with that exact.
You're not familiar with Slinger style?
You like Rumble? You said
Rumble, yes.
Yeah, Rumble.
There you go.
Is good.
Rumble is it.
So you recently talked about your Slinger style. You just mentioned that. Can you tell us a little bit about what this gameplay style entails? Don't give away too many secrets, but what does this mainly mean? How do you win using this Slinger style?
I don't think it really matters if I give away any of my secrets. Nobody can attain what I've accomplished.
Okay.
So, one of the main things is to have a massive backpack.
Okay.
And you put in your slingers of every sort. So, I like daggers and swords.
Okay, so let's stay on that subject for a little bit. So you
Yes.
like your melee hits, right? Your daggers.
Yes.
And then you're using your swords as your power weapon.
Yes.
So that gives us two out of that gives us a lot of our big information about your style. So what about your kinetic weapon and your energy weapon? What are you using? What styles are you implementing as far as that goes?
Kinetic is the most kinetic that just fills me with joy. So actually, when it comes to kinetic, I don't really like to give away too much.
Okay. Yeah, we understand.
So, yeah, maybe we should gloss over that.
As far as energy weapons, you're a very skillful player. I was thinking, I'm gonna guess you go with bows. Is that correct?
Bows, yes.
Okay,
Good
you go with
guess.
bows. Yep, very very skilled. And then we were talking a little bit earlier about the types of kinetic weapon you use, and you were talking about hand cannons. And so, obviously, hand cannons is one of the weapons that it takes the most skill to get good at, especially in PvP. Can you tell us about getting to that level of perfection using hand cannons?
Yes. So, the hand cannon, you need several of them. And you can, like this, you could use this as an example. So, I've got about 50 of these. And I take my backpack and stuff them. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. Because it's just so thrilling. Okay, so I have 50 of these. And I put them in my backpack. And then I have holsters on each side with several more, I would say 5 on each side. And I practice morning, noon, and night. You better not come close to me when I'm practicing because it's serious business and I rise to the top because I pork no morsing. So, I practice my aim. I work at getting it really loud. So, this, you can't really tell. When I am at the top of my game, no, this is not.
So you're using things like the thorn, which have that really, really beautiful loud sound that
Yes.
players everywhere can recognize that sound and it strikes their hearts with fear.
Yes. Their hearts go stone cold.
And they're basically done, and they
Yeah.
kind of give up once they know it's you playing, the famous person, and they hear that thorn or the ace of spades. They hear you reloading with that.
Or the jack of clubs.
Yes, definite.
One of my hacks.
To close off this topic, do you have any advice for people who are just starting in the world of PvP and want to get to the top of their game quickly and efficiently?
Yes. Oh, yes. I can give serious advice. So, you must give up your friends. You must forget about homework if it's the school year. If your parents are insisting on chores, no. You cannot do chores. You do not have time. If you are going to get to the top of your game, you have to leave most of your life behind, like I have, and move on with the important things. Because what is more important than Rumble and Destiny 2?
Very well said. I think
Okay.
that speaks for a lot of us out there. Thank you so much for that piece of inspiration.
Yes.
So here we're going to move into a very controversial subject. Bungie recently announced that they were going to be implementing weapon sunsetting into Destiny 2. A lot of people hate it, hate the idea. A lot of people are optimistic, think it could make the game a lot better. What is your stance on this topic?
Weapon sunsetting? Yeah. I mean, what could be better? Most of the things in this game, I think they've developed really well. And to think of my weapon sparkling as the sun sets, not only one, but the 50 I've got in the back and the 5 on each side with the sun setting, it just warms my heart.
So you're not sad that those weapons are potentially going away, but you're more happy you're seeing them move on and getting new weapons and stuff?
Yeah, because you need a new challenge.
Yeah, that's a stance that a lot of people are taking. I think it's valid, and we'll see how all of that goes. Here's a question that I've been interested to ask you. What is one thing that you would love to see in Destiny 2 that you think would improve the game?
I think that a sliver of the moon, dripping droplets that are very crystally, for the hunters to collect would be just add that special little bit of crispness
Ah, yes.
to the game. That it's needed. I mean, it just doesn't have something like that.
Yeah, the game does not have a mechanic like that. Yeah, we'll see if the Bungie team gets on it. You heard it here, Bungie. Get on those moon droplets from
Yes.
the moon for hunters to collect. Get
Yes.
on it, and you will make one pro player very, very happy.
Ah, yes. Very happy. So happy that I know. Yes.
Yeah. All right, so that basically wraps up today's interview. I don't know that last the moon thing left me a bit speechless. It's a great idea. I will admit. Is there anything else you would like to say to people before we leave?
I would just say get at it, play hard, sacrifice your life to the game.
Yes.
That's what the world needs.
Very much. All right, guys. That is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us for this awesome interview. I hope that your hand cannon usage, I hope that it does well. I hope you excel and keep winning.
Of course I will.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And that's basically it. Thanks, guys, for joining. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye.